Big Boys
Big
Neighborhood.
Boy.
All righty, welcome to After the Show, man.
Welcome.
October 1st.
Whoa!
2018, man. And Louis was going to tell us a story about the family and at a concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's just so much other stuff that we need to talk about.
Yeah,
And
it'll be quick, I promise.
Right.
When you say that, though, it's not really quick.
I just thought it was the
Say that and
funniest
it's
thing
long.
that I've never seen.
Yeah, well, Kanye West, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen.
Kanye.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
we spent a lot of time on today.
Yeah,
was
it's a lot of time.
Kanye West, and I know you guys do want to
Kanye,
go ahead and
Kanye.
hear about Louis and his family
All day.
at the concert.
Well, it's
so
something that
you
the
can
singer
go
did.
and hit
Well,
us up at Louis
yeah.
family at theconcert.org.com. Alrighty, and sign up for his
Right under
or
We
martial
Don't
art
Care
classes and Pilates
tab.
as well. Alrighty. Yeah, but Kanye, man. There was a lot of Kanye today.
So
a lot of
much,
listeners called
man.
in. And of course, just the backstory. It's been a lot with Kanye. The MAGA hat, you know what I'm saying? Saturday Night Live, the appearance wearing the MAGA hat. I didn't think that. The
That's
after
what feels-
rant of Trump. I didn't think that just with the performance. I've seen Kanye perform a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and he is a perfectionist. I remember one time we did a Big Boys backstage breakfast with him. And at that time he was doing Jesus Walks.
Oh, man.
And he went all the way through Jesus Walks. And then at the end, he said, can I do it over again? Now you got to think, this is a room with probably 200 people.
Super intimate.
You know what I'm saying? And he asked, could he do it over again? And did the whole thing over again because he wanted perfection. When I saw that Saturday Night Live thing with him and Lil Pump,
And
I
like-
thought that I couldn't believe what I was watching. I
That
was
was
like, dude, this
horrible.
looks like they're walking through
Yeah.
a dress rehearsal right
Right.
now. And I was hitting the team. I was like, man, are you guys watching this? But I guess on Saturday night, I'm the only one kind of at the house. So
I was like
The
10
one-
years
Yeah, a little
into
bit.
yeah.
to
You
the
said it was
night
like
already.
10 beers in.
Yeah,
But I
already.
thought that it was a whatever performance. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It
did look
And
like
then when he came out wearing the MAGA hat at the end, well, throughout, and then at the end, just the whole rant. Do you have the
Yeah, I
the
still have
actual
some, yeah,
speech?
definitely.
And don't accidentally hit the I Have a Dream one.
Okay.
Hit the Kanye West.
Here it
Alrighty.
is.
They bullied me backstage.
Bullying me backstage.
They bullied me.
They bullied me.
And then they say I'm in a sunken place.
Awkward.
You want to see the sunken place? Okay. I'm going to listen to y'all now.
He takes his MAGA hat off.
Or I'm going to put my Superman cape on.
Superman
'Cause
cape
this
back.
means
He puts the MAGA hat
you
back
can't
on.
tell me what to do. Follow your heart and stop following your mind. That's how we're controlled. That's how we're programmed. If you want the world to move forward, try love. Thank y'all for giving me this platform. I know some of y'all don't agree, but y'all be going at that man neck a lot, and I don't think it's actually that helpful.
Y'all go at that man's neck a lot.
And that's Trump.
So this is
Yeah. give him a
Trump.
slap?
You know what I'm saying? This is the
Trying to
same
say.
man that brought us, Bush doesn't care about black people. And this is a person that in your face directly feels, you know what I'm saying? You kneel, you're a son of a B. You do that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The way that, called Omarosa's a dog. You see so much coming from Trump, and to align yourself. And I mean, you can align yourself. And my thing is, like we said, we didn't drop Kanye records. I'm not on this Kanye protest.
You're a band.
But the same way that he can get up and say what he want on any platform,
Yeah.
we can use our platform to say what we want as well. You know,
Yeah.
I don't have to fall in line with this or separate the music and Kanye and my friendship and relationship. Like I just feel like what I see him doing now is ridiculous.
It's really, I don't know, like to me, it's really concerning. Again, like I don't think that it's coming from an ill, like a mean place. Like he doesn't, but he is causing harm. And I don't necessarily feel like that he realizes that because he's so stuck on wanting
Yeah.
to spread this message of love and wanting us and trying to force us to accept Trump.
And it almost feel like he's saying, go with the person that has the most hate. And
But
if you
he
could
sounds-
turn that person, but you're not talking about turning
Yeah,
that person
you're not
around
saying
or
it like that.
or having dialogue. You're
Right.
saying that he's misunderstood. We go at him the wrong way. That this is creating a lot of jobs, and I'm like,
But Trump also has already shown us time and time again the type of person that he is. And so it is very hard to say, yeah, let's go forward with love when he's someone who all he does is show disgust and hate and bashing other people and telling lies. And granted, it's not like
behavior.
he's
and
dividing
my thing is this,
people.
Natalia. This is my speaking of Kanye and what I feel like what he's doing to us. You know what I'm saying? Us as in black, the culture, the brown, the just everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was our guy. It was like it was like, man, I don't know what Kanye's going to do. But it was more of like him taking a platform, and maybe we're upset because he's not saying what we want this time.
Maybe.
But it's not about him just supporting Trump. Like, we got Trump supporters. Like we said, we got him on the floor.
Yeah.
You know, one of our guy, he's a Trump supporter. Doc, our boss, he's a Trump supporter. So what now, Doc? You denouncing Trump now?
You heard that, huh?
You're done with him?
Oh.
You're over it. You moved on. You regret voting for him?
Put that in the air check meeting tomorrow. So no. Okay, I was wrong on Doc. All right, I was wrong.
I really think that Kanye just needs to take a step back and
Doc
think.
was over there quiet as hell, like, and then Trump was, no, brother, Daniel, swing the camera over here to me. Now, what were you about to say, my love?
I just really think that Kanye needs to take a lot of step backs, actually, and really think about things before he says them. He's quick to tweet things out without like fully explaining himself, and then he wants to go back and correct himself. But it's like, you can't be talking about slavery and the 13th Amendment and not even know what the hell you're talking about.
And then
'cause
say
he sounds
abolish.
freaking
Did
crazy.
you see when TMZ
Yes.
ran back up on him in the
Yes.
restaurant, and he was like, he said he went to his notes in his phone and started reading notes, and then when the guy was like, this, that,
They're not
he was
abolished, but amended.
He was like,
and-
okay, well, I'll be with Harvey tomorrow, which is supposed to be today, and he was like, I'm gonna go home and do more research on the 13th Amendment. You can't go home and say, alrighty, it's 5 p.m. I'm gonna be down there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was a statement.
It is.
Yeah.
And then to say, I'm going to go home and get everything together and do more research, like, don't even make the statement.
Right. Keep your mouth shut. Keep
Until
your hands
you've
out of
done
Twitter.
the research.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know what? That shows you the relationship that he has with Trump
You know
as
what
well.
you're talking
And
about.
I
Trump
feel like
tweeted out,
Kanye
too.
has this. I know that a lot of people are like, why do we keep giving him the pass? Why do we keep listening
Right.
to
I
the
think his
crazy?
passes are getting over,
they're
too,
getting
though.
very old. But it's like Kanye demands us to pay attention. Like when it was his clothing line, it was like, you're gonna listen to me and you're gonna see that I am a visionary when it comes to this clothing, and he proved himself.
Yeah.
So he doesn't let up.
I don't wear the
trying
clothing.
to shove into us of what he's trying to speak to us and the message that he's trying to get to us. He doesn't let up. So it's very hard for us to say, we're just not going to listen to him. We're just going to push him to the side and then focus on everything else. It's because he's always in our
the
face
Trump
about it.
and the MAGA stuff is getting worse.
It is. I thought it was dying down too.
Yeah.
I
even-
thought back in Chicago, he's like, working with Chance. He said he's out of the sunken place. And I was like, okay.
If I was on SNL, I would have walked off the stage.
Yes.
I would've
I can't
too.
believe I even heard one clap.
Did you?
Like, just hearing that one
I think
clap, I'm
people
Well,
like,
didn't
Trump was
hear
there
it.
because Trump
Yeah,
his office is upstairs.
He
Hold on, damn it, Doc can't. What up, Doc?
I just keep going back to something that Nick said when he was here. Kanye is a manipulator of the media. I don't think that there's no way I think he believes half of the stuff that he says. But I think because of who
You better
he
hope he
is-
doesn't.
Because of who he is, we give him the platform. Like, oh my God, Kanye said this, and we're talking about it, which is exactly what he wants us to do.
You know,
I
what's
think he
interesting?
believes what he's saying,
I
though.
think he does, Doc, because I think, and it could be extreme, but I think that he would get a lot of the same. He can get accolades at the interviews if he went at Trump the way he went at Bush or other things. You know, when he stepped on and got the mic from Taylor Swift, which was crazy, he said, I'm gonna let you speak, but Beyonce had to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hoping that it's not just about I'm gonna sell some records or I'm gonna be this big guy and I'm gonna, because
those are statements.
I don't think these are the things that you can recover from.
Yeah.
Like, and
As a program director and as a black man, we're starting to get to that point, and we had this conversation with all of our programmers about 2 months after the first statement. We actually started talking about, like, should
the
we
records.
stop playing his music?
Wow.
And
That's a message.
We made a decision as a united group to not at
Right.
that time,
Right.
Because we tried to separate the artist.
Yeah, but that
Personal
separation
person.
doesn't it seem like it's getting
It's
smaller, Doc?
It's getting more and more difficult.
Yeah, like it's getting ridiculous, man. Like I don't know, and like I said, I know Kanye. I don't know what I'm gonna say to him the next time. Like, man, are you for real?
He's going to try to explain it to you.
And he has.
And it depends. Like, if he were to explain it to 30
he was
of us,
supposed to come to our show, right?
Yeah.
And I talked to him one day. I stepped out the studio. I talked to him, and then he didn't come to the show. He had some kind of emergency, like the night before or whatever. And then he went and did it in Chicago, which I thought was a beautiful thing. Take it to the home plate, do it in Chicago, everything. But I'm wondering if when I was on the phone, when I wasn't on board, you know what I'm saying? If you're like, nah, I ain't going down here to talk to me.
I'm sure.
You know what I'm
sure
saying?
if you had that kind of conversation with him, it probably.
And I didn't show my cards. I didn't play my cards, but I was like, he was like, yeah, I want you to ask me everything. I was like, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? But he probably got off the phone like, man, I ain't going down there. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm going to do another show.
I just want to smack that MAGA hat off of his head.
Yeah, like
He redesigned it too. You know?
Right. What is the redesign?
Did I miss?
a fitted hat or something?
It's a dad hat.
That's all he did.
He
made it into a dad hat.
Yeah,
Is that
he made
what
it. You know, it's a
Cool
different
hat.
brim and
Different brim.
Because I thought I was crazy for a second. I was like,
They don't look like the one you have, huh?
You know I'm so cool. The other day there was someone in the hallway that was wearing a red hat and
first
with white
edition ones?
writing, and I looked and I was like, damn, you
That's
know that
my
person?
hat.
Yeah,
No,
'cause
it was like
the first edition was kind of like the trucker hats, where they had the mesh. You know what I'm saying?
I would get disowned from my
Said
family.
Ed Hardy on it.
That's why we're not. That's why we're not invited to her.
No, but
To
can
her real wedding. You know what I'm saying?
But can I say this? We have.
You're not gonna
if-
say the N word to me.
No,
right?
no, 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 no.
Oh, okay.
At the wedding, I've had to speak to my dad and tell him, just a reminder, no politics are to be spoken at this wedding.
Is he a Trump supporter?
No,
or
he's not.
He's just a lot you say.
He's very liberal. He's very outspoken. He's incredibly intelligent.
He's
so
not
he
gonna be
knows
at the
what he's
one that
talking.
we all go to, is he?
No, no,
okay.
no. But
She
so
made sure of that.
he will corner you and talk to you like again about so much. But we do have. I have mainly one who is very conservative. Now I'm actually there was a whole family party that got canceled because he was trying to spread how much he liked Trump.
Right.
And
you know what? We even had a caller today by the name of Oscar. And Oscar was, a Latino for Trump.
Yeah, he was.
And I respect that. You know what I'm saying? So this isn't just about, Trump. You know? No, I'm talking about I respect that he called us up.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
you know what I'm
of
saying?
course.
Like, he called us up. He dialogued. He said he listened for years. Now, are we both going to walk out and have our same opinions or who we rock with? Of course. But it's like I don't say we're not talking to a Trump supporter
We never do
because
that.
we don't do. You know what I'm saying? Like no, when we say open dialogue, the phone lines are open. You know, so I don't like when I say respect. I respect that. Okay, yeah, let's have this dialogue. Are you gonna convince me in 5 minutes, 3 minutes, a day, 5 days? Like no, but I can understand when you say you're Latino for Trump. Okay, I hear you. You know what I'm saying? I hear you.
We got a message. I got a message. About a show that you guys did last week.
Oh,
You know we're
What
on
we
camera
say?
right now.
Yeah.
What we say?
This is after the show, right?
Here we go.
This is after the show, yeah.
Yeah, you know this is
Okay,
after
so
the
what did
show,
you say?
right?
Go for it, Doc.
Jesus
Go.
Christ, can we have a private meeting? Yeah.
Tell us.
Can we hold on, baby girl? Can we have a private meeting before you just do this?
It was a gentleman who took exception with the notion that if you support Trump that you're racist. He was
that
Latino.
show.
He he's pretty passionate. He was a listener of this show and the station, and he said, I think it's absurd that you guys that someone can't support Trump and yet not be a racist. And he took exception, and he was pretty passionate about it and said, hey.
And I can understand that.
I remember
had
that show
callers
though.
like
We
that.
had half and half.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really feel
It was-
that one.
yeah.
We really found a lot of
50-50.
people who were on both sides of it. It was a great
Yeah.
discussion.
Yeah.
He should have called up.
And granted, that is a very hard statement. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it came from me or whatever, but at the time, like, okay.
It was a statement that Snoop Dogg said, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Along
it
those lines.
was.
Snoop
That's what it was.
said-
I think he
off
was
Yeah. Snoop
directing
said-
his comment at one of the females on the show because he kept using terms
She.
I wouldn't use. No, it wasn't the she word. It was another word.
of. See
But,
you
B?
next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, well, see, that show you who we're dealing with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't say he wanted to grab our day by the vagina, did he?
How do you know what's like?
See, how do you put up an argument like that? Like, I was
I
ready
think
to
you're
listen and,
racist,
you know what I'm
though.
saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't agree with the comment.
it became more and more difficult to continue to listen after he kept using the B word, and I was like,
Oh, he talked to you.
No. He left a very, very long message.
can we play it back now? You know,
Where can we go find him? No.
I can play it for you guys if you want to hear it.
nah, we good, man.
Yeah, that would-
All right, and Louis, you had oh my God, look.
Oh, no, we out of time.
we out of time. He was
Sorry,
gonna tell us
Lou.
a story. Yeah,
I was going
man.
to tell you my story.
All right,
Tomorrow.
Find Louis' story at
Instagram.
Louis G
No,
on Instagram.
I don't even have a
And
website.
he'll flush it out. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
No, just real quick. I just thought
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
a
No,
funny-
you know
no,
what?
we're good.
I can't.
We gotta go.
Daniel,
could've
you
told
say
the
we're out
story
of
already.
we're out of memory. We're
All
out of
this week, I
memory.
could've told
You
you
was would
the
think
story
that
already.
iHeart would have got this man more memory in the camera. It's not your story. It's these damn
All right,
cameras.
guys, so I took my pictures
All
at the
righty, man,
concert,
y'all.
right? And
Thank you for hanging out with us
I was
after
up
the
there.
show, Big Boy's
Big Boy.
Neighborhood.